Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the GW Panther, the GW Panther. It's the Tier 7 German SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Cliff, and this one is under the command of Angelina75. And ever since they got their new computer, their replays seem to start perfectly every time. I think there could be a link. And hopefully will develop into really great battles for them as well. Just look at the number of marks on that barrel. Yeah, she's got 6. Well, 6 I think in terms of 2 marks of excellence, but it won't be long before she gets that 3rd one, I think, at this rate. Okay, Angelina's headed off into the western pass side, or the west side of the map, and she does seem to have some good luck with this 15cm howitzer capable of 600 alpha. And of course she uses that special technique to aim. You can see straight away, bang, she's aiming right at the spot right away without having to worry about it. She knows how to get the aim directly on target, and that means if that light tank goes up there, he's in for trouble. Rounds out. Oh, right on his rear. And he's dead with the next shot. So she picks up the stun assist off that one. So it's a great start to the battle. As you know, Talon's already submitted a replay. He's already got a first-class tanker, and he did it with the SU-8. As I've been mentioning, I suspect that the SU-8 will become the new M44 for everyone, because if you want to get some serious damage on the enemy, you need something that can actually push out rounds fairly quickly. And, well, Angelina's knocked over 2 trees there. That might actually hinder her, because it might tell the enemy where she is. But, no, if you want to do fast damage, people will be using the SU-8 from now on and not the M44, because of course the fast reload. Well, she plopped that shell on near the donut because the enemy appears to have managed to get a boogie up there. Yep, they've got down and boogied. That Skoda is probably going to get in the way of the A43 that's gone up to the center line. I think he might be trying to peek over the edge and see if he can get any shots. And yes, he is still there. Angelina was right to hold on there. It's a nice fast styling from the GW. She fires the round in because the A43 did turn. That was a correct supposition, and he did turn. The boogie, in the meantime, did suffer some damage. So I think Angelina might have actually hit him with that shot that she fired in earlier, because he's down to 22 hit points. And she's got another round loaded. Okay, still early on in this game. She's going to have a quick look over in the corner just to see if there's any sign of the Arty. There's 3 Arty in this game. That's going to become a rarity in future, as you know, because Wargaming have now realized that instead of actually nerfing Arty, they could have just reduced the number of Arty per game, and it would have had the same effect. But yes, once you've made one cock up, I suppose they just want to make more. By nerfing Arty again, specifically the M44, all they're doing is pandering to the idiots who don't know how to play the game properly. People who don't know how to avoid being hit by Arty simply because they're just not good enough. Angelina gets some stun there. She didn't get any damage. I think that she didn't anticipate he was going to actually pull forward just a little further. Now this SU-100M1, she's actually in the perfect position to get some damage on him in that spot. And she's firing blind. She got a direct hit. Yes, he was there. So it was a perfect shot. Again, she spotted another one she can put a shell on. It's a charioteer. Just waiting for that round to come out. The SU-100M1 is actually moving forward. So it would be a good idea for her to get a round on him again. Rounds out. Oh, that was unfortunate. The shell landed short. In fact, we're seeing a lot of shells landing short of the target in recent history. I think even players have been noticing it, saying, well, it's not me then. It is definitely something up, because they were thinking it was RNG. This shell could hit the house, but yes, it did hit the house. Yeah, that's why she was wondering why the shell didn't appear. And he's getting so close now, she needs to pull back into cover. Otherwise, she might be in trouble. There's a Hellcat directly up ahead of her who's taking damage at the moment. She needs to give him some help. She can. Unfortunately, he dies before she can. She might want to consider relocating a little further over to the left. At the moment, the rock face is actually blocking her shots. But luckily, the SU-100 M1 has died. And so she's okay now. She is clear. Okay, so we're one down on the enemy. They've got 7 tanks out there. 3 Arty. The Arty are a Crusader SP, who's the tier 7. Angelina's tier 7. They've got an M44 and an SU-8, whilst our team has got an AMX-13 F3AM and an M44. Up on top of the hill, they've got a KV-4. Now, I wonder how he managed, or why he even bothered to go up there. It's the wrong place for a KV-4, really. And our GW Panther, well, I'm not sure what he's thinking, but he's not going to live very long up there because the KV-4 would just fill him full of holes. He hasn't got the armor to withstand these shots. Well, she got a good shot on the KV-4. She gives the GW Panther a chance, but sadly he wasn't able to do the reload in time. And the M44 worked out where Angelina was and has blocked around on her. Did 189 hit points of damage. She really couldn't move while she was trying to get that shot on the KV-4. But sadly, the GW Panther's died. She's just moved position slightly. Yeah, in fact, the AMX-13 F3AM was saying he should have reversed a little to make the KV-4 pull back and so that all the Arty could actually have a go. Angelina was the only one who managed to get a clear shot on that KV-4, but at least the KV-4 is now out of the game, and they've still got a 1 tank advantage, but we just saw a shell. One of the Artys just hit the IS-2 up near the, well, it's at the top of the hill. Angelina's trying to find a good position to go to at the moment. The Jackson's not so much of a problem because the ISU-152K will probably stop him from coming directly through. Oh, the enemy Arty, the SU-8 has been spotted. I don't understand why he's actually gone out ahead, and yeah, he didn't last very long once he was spotted. The Skoda managed to put a round into him. That was a very, very unusual move for an Arty player to go there. So, looking at the enemy team, they've got an IS-22, a T25AT, that's the one with the Citadel rather than the turret, the Jackson, who's somewhere around the edge of the cliff, or last seen around there. Personally, I'd say the Jackson's going to be the most difficult one because the 90mm gun, T25AT could have a 105mm gun for that matter. She's having a quick look for the enemy Arty in the corner. You could try a few blind shots. That's something you could do to try and wheedle out the Arty. I tried the bushes near that house and maybe a 1 shot into the corner, but once the enemy knows where you are, oh, in fact, the Crusader's been spotted. He's decided to go out on his own as well, and as a result, he's been located by the ISU-152K. Angelina really hasn't got a shot from this angle because she's just too close to the donut. Now she might have a shot. Worth taking a shot just in case. You might be able to get it. Rounds out. She tries. And she gets some splash. That was worth a try. The Crusader, though, is the one of the few Artys that can actually fire backwards. He's got the top gun, which is the 5.5 inch, and now the Jackson's come in behind the ISU, which is very bad news because Angelina can't support him, and now the Skoda's having to make a beeline up there in that direction to the east. Angelina's next shot doesn't do anything, and he's got the Jackson. He's managed to derp him. He might be able to get the Crusader, but he has got a long reload. So Angelina's going to focus on the IS-2 too. That's a good move, but we've lost sight of him because the Skoda's gone out. Our two other Arty, the M44 and the AMX-13F3 are trying to go to the cap area. Now remember, the enemy's still got another M44. We don't know where that one is. In fact, actually, I think we do now, because I think he must have just fired at our M44, and he's trying to locate him. Well, the enemy Crusader is no more. The ISU-152K did manage to get him, and now it's just a case of working out where the M44 is. He didn't fire at our M44. We don't know where the the IS-2 is located yet. Oh, in fact, now we do. He's gone after the Skoda and the ISU, and the Skoda got him, which means now it's only the T25AT. He must be in the sniper's nest, and that's where the others are indicating. Yes, he is up there. Angelina's got a perfect shot in that direction. Unfortunately, we lose the AMX-13F3, but we can see him. We're dialing in. We're almost ready to go. Rounds out. Direct hit. That's got to hurt. Oh, he went up! And I wonder if actually... No, it wasn't Angelina who got the kill. The ISU-152K did. But there's still the matter of that M44. We don't know where he is. And Angelina thinks he's directly below the cliff. And I think that's probably a good bet. She's going to fire a round in there, I hope. Yes, there he is. He is there. He just fired a round in. I think she fired it the wrong side. It was the other side of the rock that he was actually located. He's in between the gap. He's right in the center there. A little further to the left and you'll get him. She's almost reloaded. The other guys are going to turn up. What she needs to do is put the round in there, stun him. That's it. Fire now. Put the round in and stun him. If she waits until the others turn up, they'll get the first shot. There he is. Okay, rounds out. Yes! Kill shot. Very well done. If she'd aimed for the center, she would have got a stun anyway, but as it is, she got the kill, and that was her only kill of the game. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the second-class tanker for Angelina75 and the GW Panther. She also managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, she got 5 exactly, and she did get a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on her team. And her win rate from that battle was 2,064, which is very good. But sadly, because it's only a second class and Talon managed to get a first class in his most recent game, there he is. Yeah, even though he got a lower win rate than her, he got a higher first class. So, yeah, unfortunately, that means that Talon is still in the lead. So, let's have a look at the rest of the results and see how Angelina did. Well, she didn't get the highest damage in the game. That actually went to the KV4, who went right up on top of the hill. But it didn't really pay off for him in the end. Although he got a high caliber and 3,684 hit points of damage, he did get killed in the end, and his team did lose. Second highest damage went to the Shure SM with 2,572, and the third highest damage went to the ISU-152K, got 2,408. I don't think he'll be worried at the end, because yes, he did pick up a Top Gun. And the Angelina got the Confederate, yep. Angelina picked up 1,564, which means that everybody, only one player on the enemy team managed to beat her on score, and 4 members of her own team, which puts her in 6th place overall. When it came to kills, it was the ISU-152K who did the best with 6 kills. 4 kills went to the Skoda T56, 3 kills went to the Shure and also to the KV4, and Angelina only got the 1 kill. But when it came to base XP, she's actually in 4th place because the ISU-152K managed 1,013, the only one to get over 1,000. 970 went to the Shure SM, 912 went to the Skoda T56, and Angelina got 774 out of that one. Let's have a look at the detail. She fired 17 rounds in the game, got 5 direct hits on the enemy, but no penetrations and 13 splash. Damage of 1,564 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. She did receive 1 hit by way of splash from the enemy M44, managed to work out where she was, and it's surprising actually he didn't try and get her again because she didn't move too far away from the spot. I expect that he was probably looking slightly to the east rather than looking further south. But yes, if you do get hit by enemy Arty, it's normally a good idea to try and relocate a bit further away to stop them getting a second shot. 8 enemy vehicles were damaged, 1 was killed, there's your Confederate, and 1,058 hit points of stun assist of 11 stuns. I guess if she got a little more stun assist out of that game, she might have been able to actually get the first class. 36,461 credits from the game, 50,000 for completing a mission, 86,461 altogether, and after repair and ammunition resupply, she took away a profit of 65,538 credits. She got 25 bonds because she completed the mission achievement, 1,161 XP for the battle, times 2 for the first victory, and 2,322 experience points altogether. I really can't fault the shooting. She was doing as best she could under the circumstances. I think it was the fact that she moved towards the cap, the enemy cap, that actually made it more difficult for her to get some shots on the enemy. If she had relocated after being hit by the M44 and actually gone back up onto the plateau where the cap area was, she might have actually been able to get some nice shots on the Crusader SP and also on the Jackson. But because that the donut was actually in the way, that I think really is where she should have relocated, where she was having difficulty trying to resolve a shot to actually get directly on the Crusader. If she'd actually moved position then and tried to get to a better line on the enemy, that's where she would have earned extra XP to actually give her the first class. But anyway, it still ended up with a victory, and she did get a Confederate out of it. So I suspect that Angelina will be sending in another replay in the near future. But there again, Talon might be as well. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.